Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking to pass. It's Farley. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Off he goes. And it's a touchdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. They keep attacking through the air. Finds the tight end.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Might be looking to run. Finds a crease at the 20. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Indiana! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Farley. He wants it all. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And he's going to go down at the 1.
That might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot, maybe throw the football down the field. But I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Castellanos. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Farley. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the timing just a hair off. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
That's caught. It's Castellanos.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, the spin move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Farley. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Farley. Got him downfield. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open, and I'm taking off him.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be dragged down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And here's the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On his way from around the 50. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle.
The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor in these guys' offensively.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It'll be a draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a 1st down.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the red zone, looking for a space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Scanning the field, it's Farley. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he's in for the touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Finds a man in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. To the air, it's Barnes. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On second down, wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air, it's Barnes. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Offense getting set for first down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We